Hey guys, it's Wednesday night, in a way, kind of technically Thursday, but yeah, it's 3 a.m. and I still have a homework to do, so I'm gonna kind of rush through this a little bit and I hope it doesn't totally suck, and I'm really sorry about that. Um, I'm gonna go over my week. I'm totally wearing a shirt, by the way, it doesn't look like it, but I am. So, the whole week just went by so fast, like, I couldn't believe today was Wednesday. It was crazy. It's like there's so much going on all the time that I don't even have time to like think about what day of the week it is, if that makes any sense. So all of a sudden I just like think, what day is it today? And I'm like, holy crap, it's Wednesday. It's really crazy and like disorienting. Thursday and Friday are kind of a blur, like the whole morning. I guess I just pretty much did a lot of homework and probably like hanging out with people. I think at some point I set up my Xbox, but I lent my guitar for a couple of days to the guys across the hall. They still have it because their rock band isn't working, their guitar for rock band. So I'm letting them have it for now because I honestly don't even have time to use it this week. I have a lot of homework. It's crazy. And on Friday was Gobbler Fest, which is like this cool event fair where all like the clubs and things, activities get together and set up little booths, and then you go down and talk to people and get a bunch of like free t-shirts and lots of cups and pens and stuff like that. I signed up for a bunch of stuff, so now I kind of have to narrow it down and figure out what I really want to do because I could not handle all of this stuff that I just kind of saw stuff and I was like, this looks interesting, so I put my name down for more info and I've got to narrow it down and see what I really want to get involved with. I signed up for info on the Quidditch team because we have a Quidditch team. We're the Virginia Tech Phoenixes. So I'm going to check that out because that looks kind of fun. And Ben has teased me so much about this. He's a really mean person. He reminds me of Zach a little bit, just how much he teases people. So I've gotten a lot of jokes from him, but I think it's awesome. And apparently, like, the Golden Snitch is this, like, cross-country guy dressed in gold who just runs around and you have to catch him. So that sounds awesome. And then Friday night we went to Caleb's house and we played water pong, which is like beer pong but with water instead of beer. And you don't actually drink the water because it was just like tap water. Although you can drink tap water here. But the point was just to play. Kelsey and I are apparently amazing. So yeah, bring it on. We pwned on Saturday when we kind of repeated the same thing the whole night. Nobody beat us. Everybody else there, okay, like there were only like 6 other people, but whatever. Everybody played against us, and no one ever beat us. So we're that good. So we just hung out, did that. We played like some card games. I learned some new card games. It was a lot of fun. Saturday, I can't remember what I did for some reason. Like, at all. I have no idea. I remember that... No, I don't remember anything. I really don't. I don't know what happened with my Saturday. I'll probably remember eventually. But on Saturday night, we went to Caleb's again and pretty much repeated the whole hanging out thing. And then on Sunday, I went to church, and then I pretty much just, like, around 4... after we went to brunch, and then I don't know what else I did. And then around 4, I started doing my studio work, which I'd been neglecting the whole weekend, like completely, even though a lot of people spent a lot of time that weekend in the studio. I just kind of showed up at 4 on Sunday, procrastination for the win. And then at like 5 or like before 5, Kelsey was like, hey, we're gonna go grab dinner. So I was like, okay, I'll take a break, even though I've only been working on this for like half an hour. So I did that for like over an hour, and then I came back, and so I was out of there pretty late, even though I spent not as much time as a lot of people did on the project, and I was like walking back at like 11, but the cool thing is I can call Tucker for free on my phone, so at least I feel like safer talking to someone on the phone as I walk across the campus like at 11 just being on the phone, like knowing that you can yell, call 911 if anyone does anything to you, which, I don't think is going to happen, but just being on the phone when I'm alone at night makes me feel better. So then Monday. So remember that thing about how I was like 5 minutes late to my leadership class because of that alarm thing? Well, guess what? I set up 2 alarms for Monday. Neither one of them went off. Wonderful, don't you think? So I woke up around 11:30 and my class was 8 to noon. So I completely missed that. And I mean, kind of luckily, they just went down to the workshop and like got like a tour of the workshop. We have like a wood shop and a metal shop. And so I didn't actually miss a lot of time of actual work. So I guess that's good because it makes it easier to catch up. But I'm also like, I don't know anything about the wood shop and the metal shop, but I'll get down there eventually and learn the ropes, I'm sure. Yeah, so I missed that, and then the rest of the day I did homework, caught up on what they did do that day in the studio. Went to the math MPO and did some math stuff. Ooh, I think that's what I did Thursday. That's what I did Thursday after classes. I went to the math MPO for my orientation. So we kind of have to teach ourselves math. And I suck at it. Like, that's why I told you guys I could never be homeschooled, because I can't pace myself, and I'm bad at that. Like, I can teach myself stuff. I've never had problem before with just understanding a concept without someone explaining to me. Or, like, I rarely have trouble with that. That's not the big deal. The big deal is I need a teacher to, like, give me specific deadlines, and right now it's just like, well, you have to finish this chapter, which is, like, quite a few lessons by this week, and then by the end of the week you have to do your quiz. But I don't pace myself, and so then I'm leaving everything for last minute. I'm really behind on my math, but I'm gonna catch up with that by Friday, because Friday's my deadline for my quiz, so I have to, or else I get a 0 on my quiz, and we don't want that. So yeah, I need to work on that and time management. What else have I done? So then Tuesday, which was yesterday, oh yeah, and Monday night when I got home, I started like getting a little bit of a headache, which wasn't a big deal. So I was just like, oh, just a little headache, and I feel tired, but whatever. And like an hour later, I had an intense headache, and I felt like absolute crap. And then in the night, I had a fever. So I felt really bad in the morning, but I really don't want to get out of bed because I felt terrible. I felt so sick. But took some medicine and pushed through it. Yay, drugs! And I felt a little bit better like a few hours later, the medicine kicked in, and I had a little smoothie for breakfast with like mangosteen. I think that's how you pronounce it, which is like supposed to be really good for your health, and it's like an immune system booster. So I was like, I'm gonna feel better. And I did feel a little bit better. And then after that, I think I just did homework. Oh, I went to a little Bible study with Justine, which was really nice. I like all the girls, and I'll hopefully continue to go to that. There's another Bible study that another girl that I met invited me from Crew. So I might want to see, I think they're out there on the same day though, so I might not go to the Bible study that I went to next week, and go to the other one instead, just to like check out different groups and like see where I feel more comfortable and whatnot. And so I might go to this different one and then decide where I feel, I fit in better, or whatever criteria I decide to apply to that. What else is up? So yeah, I make it sound like I have a lot of homework, and I do have like a lot of work, but it's not like you cannot lead a life. Like, I do spend about at least 50% of my time, probably more, I think, if we're being realistic, just messing around and hanging out with people. It's a lot about time management, and there's always something to do, like I mentioned before. and it's really hard to say no because, you know, it's like, it's fun, I'll do my homework later, whatever. Sure, I'll go to lunch with you. Sure, I'll go to lunch again, even though I just had lunch. I haven't done that actually, but Andrew was telling me how he did that the other day. He was like, I had lunch twice because someone invited me, and I went, and then someone else invited me, so I was like, why the heck not? The thing here is, like, there's D2, which is the all-inclusive, like, it's a buffet kind of thing, but not all places are like that. And I think, like, Tucker's probably gonna understand this better because I can compare Flex Cash or like Meal Cash with Ram Cash. Is that what you called it? I think it was Ram Cash. So it's like they take money, but it's not actual money. It's just like you have a certain amount of Flex dollars in your meal plan. And so we actually don't have actual meals, like they don't take away a meal. They take away depending on what you had, and then most places, but it's usually like very little. And then, for example, D2, which is the buffet all you can eat, is like 3.5 Flex dollars that they take away, so that's like a more stable thing. So if you want to go eat with someone but you just had food, it's not like you're gonna lose a meal just to walk in. Because if you go to West End or Owens or Hokey Grill or a lot of other places, you don't actually have to pay just to sit in there, and you can go in with someone and they can get something to eat and you don't, and it's all good. So yeah, food is so good. I love it. I think we should do a food video one day. I think that'd be fun, like what we eat. Maybe, I guess, I was gonna say, like, Tucker was also gonna have a meal plan, but now that he might not have a meal plan, that might not be as exciting. And Kenzie can, like, put that in with her like kitchen thing. I guess this might not work for all of us, really. So maybe I'll just put a lot of food in one of my next videos. What else is up? Oh, ticket updates. So Kelsey got a ticket because Meredith had a ticket, but turns out Meredith has to move her horses this weekend, so she's going to be gone pretty much the whole weekend doing that. So she gave her ticket to Kelsey, and Kelsey's super happy and excited that she gets to go to the game, and we're so excited. I'm so excited for my first game. And then also Chris was the other person who was really sad about not having a ticket. But it looks like Cody, who did get a ticket in the lottery, has like some friends that have seats like in these booths or something, which I guess is like the VIP area or whatever. And they were like, hey, do you want to like come sit with us? So he's probably gonna go sit with them because they're better seats anyway, and give his lottery ticket to Chris. And I think Zach, because Cody's girlfriend also had a ticket and is also going to sit up there. So I think Zach also didn't have a ticket. Anyway, this is not that important. But the point is, Kelsey has one, and that makes me happy. And I'm super, super, super excited for the game. I'm going to go now, finish my homework and all of that. And I'll see you later. Love you guys.